Welcome to Suladan Plays Source of Madness 0.5.1, released 4 hours ago. Source of Madness is a dark platform shooter game with roguelike elements. We're still working hard on turning this into a full awesome game, but already today we'd love to hear your thoughts on this first alpha demo. I don't know why I'm stumbling over, well, they weren't my words, I'm quoting them off the Game Jolt page. Also, yay, controller. But yes, this just based on the screenshots and the little animated gify thing. I ain't taking a side on that. The game looks awesome, so yes, we're going to try it if I can figure out which buttons will work, because that took 3 different tries. And the top right had a little quality slider. It's currently set on high. Okay, pressing the X button does a blink. No, it does a sideways blink only, it doesn't go up. Let's see if I can jump. Why is jump square? I'm not blaming the game for this, my controller is weird sometimes with its selection of which buttons do what. I don't know which button did that, I hit lots of buttons. Let's see, L1, R1, L2. Don't hit L2. L2 is reset. On my controller, again, disclaimer, sometimes my controller has weird ideas about what buttons should do what. Start selector doing nothing, D-pad's not doing anything, secondary joystick's not doing anything. Also, it can't be played with the keyboard, obviously. Ooh. Thought I triple jumped for a second. I adore the art style and the movement and just the general feeling I'm getting from how this looks and sounds. The way everything moves. It's got a very almost painted feeling to it. Telling me I can blink through things. Yes, indeed. Why can I blink through things? Why can I blink through things? I don't know. I do not yet know what is going on. I want this ring. Ah! Which button is F? None of my joystick buttons, so F. Eh. Okay, we're gonna go to keyboard control. Oh, I see. I don't remember how to I don't remember the other controls. What? S. Okay. There we go. Now it's back. You made of ink. You appear to be made of ink, which would make sense because you're, you know, tentacles and probably connected to a squid. Not sure how I feel about having my mouse pointer visible, but it's necessary for this, and, you know, it being an alpha and all. I'm sure they will have their own little reticle eventually, should it be required later. I aim better with a mouse anyway. There appears to be a ship in the background. Whoa. Is that a tentacle with a brain attached? Tentacle with a brain attached. Oh, did you drop money? Why did you drop muns? Why am I on a tree? Ooh. I didn't ask for this. I want it. I want it. Did it just drag the enemy away with it? Is it like black holes or something? I don't know. I'm probably not going to survive to find out. Nope. I'm assuming I wasn't supposed to get that. That's... Oh, I lost my other fun ring. There we go, that's the fire rate. You didn't drop near as many muns as you did last time. I love the way the trees bend. Ah! I do not like the way y'all are down here. Great fireball ring. I will have that ring, though. Oh. Oh, glorious. Yes, you shall fear me. Why are there so many of you? Yes, you stay back. The gym ring does nothing. Hey, okay. I stand corrected. Well, that's jarring. So it's a gym ring. I mean, no. Shush. It's gyms. It distracts me. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going with the fireball. Fireball at least does damage. Does a lot of damage. And it explodes and it glows and it makes me happy. Back! Back, Cthulhu! Back! Back! I forgot I can blink. Ooh, wait, what if... Can I have two of you? I want two of you. Get back here, you. Yes. It's so pretty. Now I kind of want to go up that hill repeatedly and just see how many fireballs I can amass. But... Oh, another one. I like this game. It's giving me who threw that? Only I can... Excuse you. I don't think you got the memo, but only I am allowed to have fireballs. Are you just throwing mine back at me? I kind of suspect you are. No, it was actually shooting them. Y'all aren't supposed to be able to shoot. Stop. Stop it. There we go. I didn't want to blink over onto it because I'm very low on health and I like having my fireball rings. What is this? Oh, it's a Healy-Doo. I like Healy-Doos. I'm happy for the Healy-Doo. Okay, where have y'all been hiding? I don't know, they apparently got stuck somewhere. I can get the money and then use the Healy-Doo. Oh, is it? No, it's taking money to use the Healy-Doo. Well, that's disappointing. Because I took damage to get money. And then it took money to heal the damage. You will die. You will die! Yes. All is right with the... Ooh, what is it? I see you down there. Stop! 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 Back! Back, Jimbo! Spawn of Cthulhu! None shall face my fireball and survive. Also, I forgot I could scroll down and read more, prologue. Far up in the skies, every full moon, you can see the towers of madness staring back. Stop sliding down the hill while I'm trying to read, sir. Sir! You can see the towers of madness staring back. We, the cult of knowledge, knows and store. We, the cult of knowledge, knows and stores. But something about the way that's worded seems a little weird. Okay, I can still have control of that while I'm reading. Knows and stores the past and sometimes the future. We know of how rivers once flowed on the moon and the libraries lost to madness. We will open the third gate to give access to the moon once more. It's dangerous, but we must go in order to end the madness. We with knowledge must close the box of Pandora. If this is the moon, I want to know why there are pine trees. Dang. Back off. Do I really want to go all the way back? No. I can't be bothered to go all the way back. Ah! Fireball Magoo. Only I get to spam fireballs at people. Stop it! Oh, I was just gonna shoot it once to make sure, but I didn't expect it to actually still be alive. I don't know who's firing those, but I'm just gonna carpet bomb the place. Oh, there's... Okay, this game likes putting enemies at the bottom of holes where I can't see them. Well, I mean, they're wandering there. Hey, 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 hey. Stop it. Another fireball ring. And a gem ring. I'm gonna stick with my fireball rings until I find a great fireball ring. Which I doubt there is one, but I have to... Stop shooting at me. Oh, I see. I'm damaging each of its legs individually. And the body, because splash damage. Also, the full version will include unique dynamic monsters each playthrough powered by machine learning, randomized levels in a rich physics-based world, and lots of spells. We haven't decided the exact mechanics yet, but they'll be awesome. So far, I agree. The giant explodey fireballs are very much fun. Wait, I can fire them both at once. That just occurred to me. Probably not the best idea, but I can do it. Ah! Who is throwing fireballs at me? Oh dear. No, no, no! My blink says no. Oh, saved by the blink. I don't want to die. Still want to know what's up with the money. And the fact that all the enemies turn into ink, but it's a painted-like world, so, you know, ink makes sense. I'm just gonna keep an army of fireballs on hand following me. It only works when the terrain is level, though. Oh, they do eventually burn out. I saw one of them, two of them vanish. I think. No. You will not sneak up on me by having at the edge of the camera. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. You saw it. It tried to lunge at me. It's just floundering around on its weird legs. Trying to get to me. Now the brain bounced at me. Brain planet. King's ring. I want to try this King's ring you speak of. Oh. Well, I mean, it's neat. I grant you that, but since I can only carry two, going for just pure damage seems to be useful. For the moment. Back off. Back off, I say. Well, I blew up the last tree. Why can I not blink through it? Why can I not climb it? There we go. Just my own ineptitude. Nope. No, no, no. This game has told me not to trust holes in ground. I was too low on health. now I'm back to being so weak. Like it'll take me any trouble at all to get more rings! I don't know why he took more damage from that, but you know, I'll roll with it. Yes. I want the fireball. Stop making it more difficult than it has to be. What? Whoa, 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 what has happened? One moment. What did I do? Undo cascade. Okay, I accidentally right-clicked the start menu and hit cascade windows, and suddenly all the windows. Where did the rings go? Yeah, it is kind of a... Well, there went... Whatever a copper ring does, it went that way. You know, if only for the fact that that does no damage, so, you know, using 2 of those wouldn't be useful. What I need is fireball, which is right here. Was I that low on health? Oh well. I do feel like that when you're going on a downward slope, that the fact that the character stays so close to the bottom of the screen is a little... I don't know. Many platformers will often aim to have the character more up here so that you can see further down, but depending on the style of game, you may be going for the player not knowing what's at the bottom of the hole, which, you know, it's up to you. I just think it's a little odd, but it's partly because my mouse cursor can escape the window. And that can be inconvenient. Goodness, y'all are persistent. Is that all of you? It better be. Ow! There was a little giblet hiding in the big giblet. Well, it was nice being alive. What was that like again? Look, there's another one. Stop chasing me. Giblets. Giblets everywhere. We ain't doing it. You are coming down the hill with me, ain't you? I do have to point out, I just noticed that says door. That amuses me. And now we can go this way. Ow! Oh look, I'm back down to half health. I really don't like those fireballs. Or I should say that I feel like that ring is a little too dangerous. Stay down, Giblet. I love their chaotic movement style that depends just on which arms they happen to have. I do like that. I do see how you could create a lot of dynamic creatures with it. Although it does cause most of your monsters to kind of flail around wildly instead of being able to actually properly move. But on the other hand, it gives you the ability to kind of cripple them. I'm intrigued. It has potential. I'm just not sure how one would move forward with. You might have to create other cores so that you can have a larger variety of movement styles, so that all of your creatures don't end up just wildly floundering around. Unless that's the goal. In which case you do you. The reason I mention it mainly is like this one here. You can still see it's on the basic core, but it has legs, they're just not really able to do very much legging. It just kind of rolls around on it still. to the healy-doo. Healy-doo. Yes. And then after this, I just can't take being hit. I don't know what was going on over there. It's probably hidden by the camera. The little cores just went whee. I just can't keep face tanking fireballs. I don't know why this isn't common sense, but you know. Nah, forgot about you. Downside to using the twin fireballs is there's a big cooldown time. Upside is it hits for 30 damage. No, no. Oh, come on, I blinked. And it just refused. Okay. I do feel like currently they're kind of, you're stuck in a position where only one of the rings is really, one of the rings shines in its damage capacity over all the others. So you end up just trying really hard to hunt for the Great Fireball Ring. Because, you know, 30 damage each, plus the splash damage hitting multiple components of the creature. There is the downside of the, move! There is the downside of the slow fire rate. And the fact that when there's multiple enemies clumped together, they don't each seem to take the full brunt of the splash damage. Which, you know, may be for fairness reasons. But many of the other rings don't seem to really compare to it in terms of its damage output. I see the gem ring could be useful if it's actually intended to be a defensive ring and it's just not me derping and not using it properly. You know, Satan's favorite ring is fun and unique. I love the black hole mechanic, although I'm mostly avoiding it now because, you know, putting fireballs into the black hole keeps getting me killed. I am worried slightly about when you're going downhill how close to the bottom of the screen you are, because it does often end with you in situations where... Yay! I had 50 health and you just... That sometimes doesn't work like you'd think. But, you know... The fact that when you're going downhill, you are so close to the bottom of the screen, you can't really... It makes going downwards kind of a little clumsy and awkward, and going uphill very easy, because you can see so far ahead going uphill. Also, when you use the vampire ring, having the screen flash red is probably a little bit much. If you're going to be using it regularly, it can be distracting. I figured there was something similar to that at play. When the shot hits something, you'd heal. That's why I figured I'd give it another chance. That and because I don't have any better ring at the moment. There's also the fact that if you hit an enemy's core, it instantly kills the enemy, which can be nice. Yeah, once you expose the enemy's core. The King's Ring is interesting. Why won't you die? I've hit you with so many fireballs. Let's see, the King's Ring. Yeah, the King's Ring is interesting. It's kind of a scatter shot and it fires both directions, but you have to be far enough away from the target to let the shot scatter or you're wasting a lot of its potential damage. Let's see, Cthulhu's Eye Ring is interesting as a homing attack, but it's basically just a homing version of your regular attack. Which, in the end, the 30 damage fireball versus everything else doing like, 3 to 6 damage, it really, to me, makes the fireball seem like the best option. And I think as the game's design progresses, you would want a large... Well, I know you're going to have a larger variance of spells. But you do want to make sure, and I'm sure this is obvious, that there are multiple ones that are viable. Because right now I'm feeling more like the fireball is the only really... Like, in terms of DPS, the most viable option. Because it generally cripples things in one hit. This is a good place to put a good example for the downhill thing. Like, I know the enemy's there, but it's kind of difficult to hit them because I'm so close to the edge of the camera. And if there's a way to, move the camera that I just am unaware of, then whoops. How many of y'all are down there? Too many, that's how many. Ooh, I almost broke the game for a moment. There were too many golds down there. Yay, just what I wanted, to face tank a fireball. The fact that it only takes 2 of those to almost kill me, it makes perfect sense. They're fireballs, not complaining there. It's just a little tedious to try to get back up here. And dangerous, because I have to survive getting over those. But that's... Oh, I don't know why that didn't kill me. I forgot those spikes were there. I look forward to seeing a wider array of spells with different effects. Because I know in this limited state, its naturally balance isn't yet the huge focus, and, a lot of things are being tweaked. And I'm not complaining about the game in of itself. I do think quality of life, this downhill thing right here where I'm right at the edge of the screen, is, unless you're trying to enforce that the player cannot just, kind of rush forward and they have to just creep down the hill, but given how quick you can fly uphill, that would seem unlikely to be the goal. I can't even, I can't stop and look down and see what's shooting at me. I just have to blindly throw fire down the hill, down the hole until it stops shooting back. I do see a lot of potential here, and I am not trying to be critical. Stop shooting at me. There we go. I'm trying to remember. I think it was up here where I got stuck last time. Yeah, because I thought it'd be clever and the slope curved back on itself and I just fell into a hole full of them. Who's doing that? Hey! No. That is enough. Oh, you dropped 2 black hole rings. That may actually be a good plan. Stop tanking fireballs. You shouldn't tank so many of them. It's not good for your health. Oh, you're about to die. This is like wave of fire incoming. Dude, you just took 3 fireballs. Stop tanking so many of them. It's a brain. It wants... But why? No. No, too many fireballs. I've still got full health and I intend to keep it that way. I like how theirs fire like, you know, artillery. It does make up partly for the fact they fire so many of them straight up, but it also looks really neat just watching them follow a trajectory. An arc trajectory like that. Yes, I hear you, giblets. Where are you? Ah! I wanted a gentle answer. You are not a gentle answer. Hello, clouds. I really do love the physics in this game, just the way things bend and move. Aha. Ah. Okay, I feel like you're just you're just throwing large amounts of crazy at me now. Oh, there's a Healy spot. Never mind, I can. Goodness gracious, how many of you are there? Am I gonna have to exterminate you all on this side of the tree? I ain't going to the other one. They're not creeping through the tree, are they? They're trying. Y'all can just stay over there. I ain't dealing with you. I'm past where I died. Oh, I don't trust this. Until I stop hearing squishes. Oh, I can go in here. What's in here? Is there just a bunch of brains in there? Was that just supposed to all fall out on me and, like, spook me? I don't like going downhill. This game has made me untrusting of downhill. Finding a lot of just brains. I'm calling them brains. Their cores look like brains. Maybe I wasn't supposed to survive. Nope. Okay, there's more enemies. I was gonna say, like, did I find an area I wasn't supposed to? No, none of that. I'm just gonna start firing fireballs until I quit hearing squeeshes. That really should be a good option here. I don't know if I've hit the one that's firing them yet, or if I'm just hitting the little giblets out in front. Because it seems to have a lot of them wandering around. Oh, that's a tree. I'm attacking a tree. Hello, tree. You are my friend. Ooh, a different tree. I haven't seen this tree yet. Tree giblets. There should not be tree giblets. The trees, they're supposed to be safe. How dare you desecrate them with your gibletness. Well, I was lucky. Managed to cripple it enough that it couldn't just fly down the hill at me. I want an Omega Fireball. I just press it and it says game over. I blew up the moon. That would be horrible. It'd be funny, but horrible. There we go. Jump! Stop shooting at me! There we go. Ow. Ow! Y'all did a lot more damage than I gave you credit for likelihood of doing. Giblets! Giblets, now you're just being silly. Well, you can stay down there and think about what you did, because you're just a brain, and thinking's all you're gonna be doing for a while. I mean, it takes more than a brain to think, but yeah. Are we sure I'm on the moon? You know, again, this is a very grassy moon. Yay for health. I do hope to see more of a purpose for money in the future, which there likely will be. Because I have a lot of muns, and not a lot to use it on. I want to buy upgrades or something. Yes. Well, that was unpleasant. Portal. I approve. Well, that is apparently the end of the alpha, which is, you know, updated a few hours ago, so. Excuse me, it was published. Oh, it was published a bit back. Yes, interesting. Interesting. Sorry, I was scrolling down through the news to see how the game's progress had been going. But yes, this has been Source of Madness 0.5.1. I'm very interested in the game. I love the concept, and I love the way that adding different body parts onto the same basic core allow the enemies to move in such different ways. I would be curious to see over time enemies that can move in more variable ways as opposed to all of them just kind of rolling like a meatball and bouncing in different ways depending on which appendage happens to be on them. The spider legs, for instance, on the mortar firing ones, it'd be neat to see them actually be able to walk on them instead of just kind of bounce rolling in a different, slightly different meatballish way. But I understand these are complex coding things, and I'm just, you know, offering ideas. Also currently, again, it seems like the Great Fireball Ring is kind of the end-all best ring in terms of sheer damage output. I may be wrong! I may be using all of them incorrectly. But once there are a larger number of rings and the game is further along in development so that balance can be focused on, I am sure that that would be very different. I love the atmosphere, I love the art style, I love the sound, I love the designs on the enemies and the player character themselves. The controls are nice and smooth, the platforming, the movement itself is very responsive. I would say platforming, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess the game does have enough platforming in it that I can say the platforming all feels smooth and responsive. I love that the trees and the environment can move and shift beneath your weight. That feels so nice compared to just stationary platforms. I am puzzled by the whole, if this is the moon, why are there trees? Maybe people moved to the moon millennia earlier and they forgot that they were on the moon and they started calling Earth the moon and then they... I don't know. It could just be because it's in alpha. Who knows? In any case, I really do enjoy the game, and I look forward to seeing further development on it. And I'm going to go ahead and pause here, and I will see you on the next game, or I will return to this when further things happen. I appear to have forgotten to mention, this is a Game Jolt game, and there will be a link into the description. I was so distracted by the wonderful game that I forgot to mention that. Whoops. Anyway, see you next time.